Hello students, I Amol Sharma, your English teacher. Welcome you all in today's e-learning session. In this session, we will study about a short story of class 10th. The title of this short story is Holi. Students, this story is about a girl named Sulekha, but she was considered as a dumb child. So because of her simpleton nature, she was called as Boli. In this short story, we will see how she overcomes her problems, her dumbness, her simpleton nature, and becomes a confident girl. So before the story, let us discuss about the author of this story. Students, this story is written by Khwaja Ahmad Abbas, also known as K.A. Abbas. He was an Indian film director, screenwriter, novelist, and a journalist in the Urdu, Hindi, and English languages. He was born on 7th of June 1914 in Panipat. He died on 1st June 1987 in Mumbai. He wrote number of books. Some of them are The World is My Village, The 13th Victim, Distant Dream, etc. He was awarded with number of awards. He was also awarded National Film Award for Best Feature Film. Now, let us first see the introduction of this lesson. I already told you that the story Bholi revolves around a girl who, due to accidental fall and disease in her childhood, faces the problems of being dull and ugly. She is always a target by everyone for not being good looking and intelligent. Due to some injury, she had some, you can say that some problems in her brain. She fallen down from a bed, and moreover, she also got some marks, poke marks on her face. As a result, she was ugly. So she was always a target by everyone for not being good looking and being intelligent. But her life turns when she joins a nearby school where her teacher encourages her and helps her to become a learned and confident person. So, in this story, we will come to know that it was a teacher who had made her so confident. Later in the story, circumstances arise where Bholi has to give acceptance to the marriage with an unequal match, but rejects it when she sees her father pleading to the bridegroom when he demands dowry. So this story shows the rise of a girl against social injustice. Now let us discuss the storyline of this short story, that is Bholi. So the narrator describes a girl named Sulekha. Sulekha means the one who has good handwriting. She was the fourth daughter of Nambardar Ramlal. Sulekha was called Boli since her childhood. She was called so for being a simpleton and slow learner. She was very simple, as we know that the person who is very simple, we usually call her Bola or Boli, and moreover, she was a slow learner. All this happened because she had fallen on her head from a narrow bed when she was only 10 months old. This had led to damage of some part of her brain, making her slow learner. So because of that accident, her brain got some damage, and so she could not become a fast learner. She became a slow learner. When she was born, she was very fair and beautiful. But when she was 2 years old, she caught smallpox, which left spots on her whole body. Only her eyes were saved from it. So, because of those marks of the smallpox, She looked ugly. She started speaking when she turned 5 and would often fumble. So she could not speak properly because of some damage in her brain. So whenever she tried to speak, she stammered. And as a result, other children made fun of her and copied her. This made her feel so bad that she stopped speaking. As a result, she talked very little. Now, the Ramlal had several children, three sons and four daughters. Bholi was his youngest child. Ramlal was a rich farmer. He provided the family with good food. All the children were healthy and strong except Bholi. Now, Ramlal was a rich farmer. He could provide each and everything to his family. So, all the children were quite healthy. But Bholi was not healthy, not intelligent like other children. His sons were sent to the city to study at the schools and colleges. Radha was his eldest daughter who was married. Mangala's marriage had been fixed and now it was Champa, the third daughter's turn. So at that time, you can see that the parents didn't send their girls to the schools. So as all of them were healthy and beautiful girls, it was not tough to marry them off. The main concern for Ramlal was Boli because neither was she beautiful or nor intelligent. So as Boli could not speak properly, she stammered while speaking. Moreover, she had pock marks on her face, on her whole body, and she was not intelligent like other daughters. So it was difficult for Ramlal to marry her. So main concern of the Ramlal was Boli. Other daughters were quite beautiful and intelligent, so he could marry them easily. So it was not an easy thing to find a bridegroom for Bholi. Bholi was 7 years old when her elder sister Mangla got married. That year, a primary school for girls was opened in the village. The Tehsildar visited to inaugurate it. He asked Ramlal to send his daughters to school. He encouraged him to do so because, as he was the revenue official, his act of sending his daughters to school would serve as an example for the villagers. This would lead to the education of girls in the village. Now, at that time, parents usually do not send their daughters to school. They think that girls are meant for household work only. It would become difficult to marry an educated girl because at that time everyone wants that girl should stay at home and do the household chores. Now, if the Ramlal, being a lumberdar, sent her daughters to school, it would set an example for others. For the villagers, they would also send their daughters to the school. After hearing the Tahsildar, Ramlal discussed the matter with his wife. She at once rejected it by saying that it would become difficult for them to marry their educated daughter. Ramlal was now double minded as he didn't want to disobey the Tahsildar, and on the other hand, his wife was also right. Finally, his wife suggested to send Bholi to school because, anyways, there were negligible chances for her to get married. Because her wife think that neither the Bholi is good looking nor intelligent, so nobody is going to marry her. So there are negligible chances for her to get married, so they can send Bholi to school. Next morning, Ramlal took Bholi to school. Bholi was afraid of going to school as she was not aware of what school was because she was never taken out of the house. She was never taken to any school. So Bholi was afraid that what a school is. Bholi was reminded that a few days ago their cow Lakshmi had been sent out of home and her father got money in return for her. So she thought she too would be sold like Lakshmi. So a thought come to her mind that no, she is also taken out of the house. So she also would be sold like her cow Lakshmi. So she pulled her hand away from her father's hand. She was afraid of going out of the house. Boli's father got irritated with her behavior and shouted that he was taking her to school. He then told his wife to dress her up because he didn't want others to think ill of them. So it was for the first time that Bholi got clean clothes to wear, although it was her elder sister Champa's worn out dress. So Bholi was never given good dress to wear. So it was the first time that she was bathed, she was given good dress, although it was her sister's worn out dress, but comparatively it was good dress to wear. She was bathed and her messy hair was washed and oiled. Such a treatment made her believe that she was going to some better place than her home, because no, she think that at home she was never bathed, she was never given a good dress. So no, she was no some good dress is being given to her. She was being bathed, so there might be some other good place than her home. So such a treatment made her believe that she was going to some better place than her home. Now, when they reached school, the children were already in their classrooms. Ramlal handed Bholi to the headmistress and left the place. Bholi's eyes were full of fear because it was the first time that she had gone out of home. There were a number of classrooms with many students in each one. They were sitting on the mats and were reading or writing. Bholi was taken to a classroom and was ordered to sit there by the headmistress. Now, Bolly didn't know what exactly a school was like and what happened there, but she was happy to find so many girls almost of her own age present there. She hoped that one of these girls might become her friend. Now, she was taken to school for the very first time. She didn't know that what happened there, what is the school and what is to be there, what is to be done there. Moreover, she did not have any friend. So, on seeing so many girls in her school of her own age, she hoped that one of these girls might become her friend. In the class, she met a teacher who was very kind and polite her. Now, when the class actually what happened there in the class, that lady teacher was teaching something, but Bholi could not understand. She was just looking at the various pictures on the wall, which were very beautiful. There was also an image of cow that resembled their cow Lakshmi. While she was looking at the picture, she realized that teacher was standing near. She asked Boli her name. Boli tried hard but stammered and could only say bho bho. As I already told you that she stammered whenever she tried to speak. So at this she began to cry and did not dare to look up as she was sure that all other girls would be laughing at her. But teacher's voice was very soft and she asked her to teacher's voice was very soft and she tried to make her comfortable. The teacher was very kind. She encouraged her and she asked her to speak when the students were not there. So after the school was over, she asked Boli to speak her name again. So at that time, she would be able to speak clearly. Boli was surprised to hear that she could speak clearly. So it was the teacher who encouraged her, who you can say that who creates confidence in her. The teacher tried to make her comfortable by her friendly manner. She encouraged her to study and speak with confidence. This filled hope in Boli, and she began to go to school every day. Years passed, and her village upgraded into a small town with some facilities like a cotton mill a cinema, and the primary school being converted into a secondary school. Bholi was very happy. Her heart felt a rare type of happiness, and she imagined that she could hear the bells at the temple ringing and imagined that trees outside the school had red colored flowers on them. She was felt a sudden heartbeat in her heart that made her full of hope and happiness. And the time passed, her village upgraded into a small town. One night, Ramlal was discussing with his wife that he had got a marriage offer for Bholi. He asked his wife whether to accept Bishambar's proposal or not. To this, his wife replied that they should definitely accept the proposal because it was suitable for Bholi. She supported her by saying that Bishambar had a big shop, own house, and cash deposit in the bank. No, his wife said that there was no harm in it as there was a big gap between Boli and the groom. But Ramlal was a bit unsure because Bishambar was of his own age and was handicapped. He also had grown up children from his first marriage. But his wife said that there was no harm in it, as if there was a big gap between Bholi and the groom. She said that they could not find any other match for Bholi. She also said that he was from another village. He may not know about Bholi's mental condition and her ugly face. But Ramlal was worried that how Bodley would react to it. But her mother replied that Boli was like a dumb cow and wouldn't say anything. But Boli was lying in her bed nearby listening to her parents' conversation. Bodley's parents decided to marry her to a lame old man who was a widower but was rich and had not demanded any dowry. They thought it would be the best marriage proposal for their dumb daughter and fixed up her marriage. On the wedding day, the bridegroom, that is Bishambar Das, arrived with great pomp and show which filled Ramlal with joy. As Bishambar was quite rich, so Ramlal was very happy. Bholi was brought for the wedding rituals. She was dressed in a red silk sari. When she reached, one of Bishambar's friends asked him to garland the bride. As he was about to put a garland around her neck, a woman removed the veil that covered her face, removed the cloth from her face. He saw the blemishes, that is, poke marks on her face, and at once objected to the marks on her bride's face. As we have already told you, as I have already told you that there was a pock marks on her Boli's face. Now, on seeing the marks, Bishambar Das objected to marry. His friend answered that he should ignore this as he himself was not young to marry a younger like Boli because he was an old man. He also has a limp in his walk. Moreover, he also have children from his previous wife. So his friend answered that he should ignore this as he himself was not young. But Bishambar told Ramlal that he wanted 5,000 rupees in return for marrying an ugly woman like Boli. Now the Bishambar has become greedy. She wants some dowry in order to marry that girl, that is Boli. On hearing the bridegroom's demand, Ramlal got so upset that he went to him and kept his turban at his feet. He requested him to be considerate and requested him to accept 2,000 rupees instead of 5,000 as dowry. But Bishambar was firm and said that he could keep his daughter at home then. Ramlal requested him not to do all this as it would ruin his pride in front of the whole village. He starts pleading, but all in vain. But Bishambar was adamant on his demand of 5,000 rupees. Ramlal went inside and brought 5,000 rupees from the safe, counted the money, and handed it over to the Bishambar. Now the bridegroom was very happy because he had won the bet. He asked for the garland. He was ready to marriage. Boli removed the cover of her face and stared at Bishambar. Her eyes were full of disrespect for him. There was no anger or hatred in her eyes. As Bishambar was about to garland her, she struck his hand she struck her hand at the garland as quick as a streak of lightning. The garland flew and fell into the sacred fire. She threw away her veil too. Now Boli has become angry. She saw her father pleading Bishambar, who was a greedy person, who was demanding the money, who was demanding the dowry, but Boli has now become very angry. She has disrespect for the bishop. He did not have. She didn't have any respect. Now she has. She is full of disrespect for him. So she didn't want to marry him. She threw away her veil too, and she threw the garland which Bishambar was going to put her around her neck. Boli addressed her father by saying, "Pitaji." Her voice was clear and she spoke without strain. For the first time, her father say her that she could speak clearly. Her family was shocked to see this. She continued and said that her father should take back his money as she would not marry this man. No, she didn't want to marry such a greedy man. She asked her father to take back the money. Ramlal was shocked to hear all that. Even the relatives started whispering that the girl was shameless as she was refusing to marriage. Ramlal grew angry and shouted at Boli that she had gone mad because such an act of her could bring disgrace to their family, and after that nobody is going to marry her as she. Boli replied that it was for the sake of her family's honor that she has consented to marry the lame old man, but now she was not ready to marry a greedy coward. An old woman who was standing nearby commented that Boli was a shameless girl, though they all thought that she was a dull and innocent girl. Boli looked at her with extreme anger and said that everyone thought that she was a fool, and that is why they wanted to marry her off to an unkind man. They called her shameless because she could take a stand for herself. She, Ramlal was in deep sorrow. He was feeling ashamed. The flames of the sacred fire died after some time, and the guests too went away. He then asked Boli that what would be her future now, who would marry her. Boli replied that she would take care of both her parents and would teach in the same school that had made her learn so much. And she sought approval from her teacher, who was quietly watching all the drama. She approved Boli's statement. The teacher was deeply satisfied with Boli's response to the whole situation. It is just, you can say it is similar to the way an artist feels when he sees his masterpiece once it is complete. Because now the Boli has grown into a confident girl. She could stand against the social injustice. So, students, this is the storyline of this short story Bholi. Now, at the end, she has again become a confident girl. She has become Sulekha once again. She is no more a Bholi because now she has become a confident and intelligent girl. So, I think this story is clear to you. Now let us move to the next part of this short story, that is the questions and answers of this very short story. So very first question is, Bholi had made many apprehensions about going to school. What made her feel that she was going to a better place than her home? In the beginning, Bholi was scared of the idea of going to school. She was reminded of their cow Lakshmi, who had been turned out of the house and sold off. It was when, for the first time in her life, that she was bathed, her hair washed and oiled, and was dressed in clean clothes, that she felt that she was going to some better place than her home. She had never received such attention and care before. Second question is, how did Bholi's teacher play an important role in changing the course of her life? So, students, we have already discussed that it is the teacher who had made her so confident. Bholi was always laughed at by everyone. People used to call her dumb and laughed at her when she would fumble while speaking. This made her sad and a low confident child who would remain quiet and sit with her head bent down into her knees. It was on the first day of her school that her teacher discovered her problem of being low confident due to her inability to speak clearly. She encouraged Bholi and treated her in a polite manner. Bholi was never treated like this by anyone. Her teacher told her that with practice she could become a learned person who could speak properly without stammering. This filled her with hope and led to a change in the course of her time. So it is the teacher who play a very important role in changing the course of her life. Then question number 3. Why did Bholi at first agree to an unequal match? And why did she later reject the marriage? What does this tell us about her? Now, Bholi agreed to marry an unequal match because she had heard her parents discussing the marriage proposal. They said that she was lucky to get a bridegroom who was rich and was ready to marry her without taking dowry. He was unaware of Boli's pockmarks and dumbness. She had heard her mother say that if they did not accept the proposal, Bholi might remain unmarried all her life. So she agreed to unequal match because of the honor of her parents. But later Bholi refused from the marriage because the bridegroom demanded 5,000 rupees as dowry from her father. Moreover, it was unbearable for her to see her father pleading in front of him for the sake of his daughter and family's honor. Her self respect made her refuse from marrying a greedy coward. So at first, she agreed to unequal match for the sake of her family's honor, and again she rejected for the family's honor and for her self respect. The next question is, Bholi's real name is Sulekha. Why are we are told this right at the beginning, but only in the last one paragraph of the story is Bholi called Sulekha again. Why do you think she is called Sulekha at that point in the story? The word Bholi means simpleton. On the other hand, the word Sulekha means a person with good handwriting. Throughout the story, Bholi was sketched as a person who was a simpleton and never raised her voice for her betterment. But at the end of the story, she raised her voice for her self respect and for her father's dignity and refused to marry a greedy old man. The word Sulekha is used in the end to show her confidence, knowledge, and ability to speak up against the injustice. So, students, these are the questions of this short story, Boli. Now let us move to the next important part of this short story, that is the character sketch, the description of the characters of this story. So very first is the character sketch of Boli. So students, we already discussed that Boli's real name was Sulekha, but she was called Boli the simpleton as she was a backward child, as she got some injury in her brain when she fell down from a bed. As a result, she became dumb and could not speak very well. So she was a very simpleton child. Hence, she was called as Boli, but her real name was Sulekha. She was the fourth daughter of Nambardar Ramlal, who had 7 children. Boli remained a backward child due to an injury in her head when she was 10 months old. She was fair and pretty at birth, but when she was 2 years old, she had an attack of smallpox, which left deep black marks all over her body. And as a result, she became ugly. As a result of those marks, she becomes ugly. She started speaking only when she turned 5, but she stammered when she spoke. As a result, she was always mimicked or made fun of by the other children. She could not speak well. Whenever she tried to speak, she starts stammering. As a result, the other friends or other children make fun of her. Therefore, Boli talked very little. Unlike Ramlal's other children, she was not healthy and strong. She was frightened at first when her father wanted to take her to school. But when she was bathed and given new clothes to wear, she began to believe that she was being taken to a place better than her home. Boli did not know what exactly a school was and what happened there. But when she saw girls like her present there, she was glad. She hoped that one of those girls would become her friend. She didn't have any friend, so on seeing so many girls in the school, she was glad. She hoped that one of those girls would become her friend. In the class, when her teacher asked her name, she tried to speak, but the girls started laughing when she stammered. She cried and kept her head down throughout the class. When her teacher called out her name softly after the class was over, she was very touched because no one had ever spoken to her in such soft voice. The teacher was very encouraging and friendly to her, and this made her gain confidence to speak. So teacher played a very important role in making her so confident. She started seeing a ray of hope for a new life. After years of gaining education and with the help of her teacher, Boli turned into a confident girl. She no longer stammered and could speak properly. She even had the courage to refuse marrying the lame old man because he was greedy and asked money from her father to marry her. On seeing her father worried about her marriage, she said that he need not worry as she would teach in the same school where she learned so much and would take care of him and her mother in the old age. So this is the character sketch of Boli. Boli is the main character of this story. So I think it is clear to you. Then next is the character sketch of another important person of this story, that is of Bishambar Nath. So students, we have already discussed about Bishambar. Bishambar was a middle-aged man. He was nearly as old as Boli's father. He limped while walking. He had grown-up children from his first wife. He had a big house and a shop and also lot of money in the bank. He agreed to marry Bholi without demanding dowry. But when he came to marry her, he asked for rupees 5,000 to marry Bholi after seeing black scars, black marks on her face. Bholi's father begged him to not demand for dowry, but Bishambar stuck to his demand. Ramlal placed his turban at his feet, but Bishambar was not moved. He remained adamant. At last, Ramlal went in and opened his locker and came out with rupees 5,000 and placed the money at Bishambar's feet. But Bholi refused to marry such mean and greedy person. So this is the storyline, question answers, and the characters important characteristic of this short story. So students, I think everything is clear to you, including the character sketch. So students, this story shows the rise of a girl against social injustice. This story tells us how education helps Boli to become so confident that she could stand against the social evils prevailing in society. One more thing that we learn from this story is that it is the teacher who plays a very important role in making his or her student a confident person. A teacher is a guru, guide, and a friend. So, because of teacher, a simple child, a dumb child like Bholi, has become so confident that she could stand against the social injustice. Now, this video is being prepared by me, that is Amol Sharma, and cannot be reproduced in any form without my permission. So, I hope everything is clear to you. Thank you and have a nice day.